ripped up the rule book with that because
Cool.
no one read it, and we created quite like a light-hearted satirical site for each campus. And it was hyper-localized news to the local university.
So nice.
And yeah, I basically spent a couple of years just touring the US setting it up, so
Wow.
it was really fun. You're
Yeah.
based out of New York as well.
That's
And,
also why you were in New York, like for this
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
Super
So
cool.
totally different vibe.
But do you still use that skill? Like, does it still come in handy now with Willicroft, or?
I mean, I can talk for England, so that maybe helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy talking to anyone, but I think that's always been the case.
Yeah.
I think with that you had to really hustle and just, you had so many things changing and coming and going. Like I definitely do get emotional about things, but I'm pretty good at dealing with problems. I think I was taught in that role to treat problems with solutions, like immediately what's the solution.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing you could ever ask for someone working in a startup, because someone told me a great analogy the other day that everyone's just juggling. And their balls are going to fall on the floor at some point. You just hope you don't drop the golden egg. And the minute you do drop it, you throw it back up in the air again. And that's essentially what I've done in every role. So I learned how to juggle, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm still juggling.
Juggling vegan cheeses. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Because there is, like, I think there is for lots of startups and having your own business as well. I felt, even running my own cafe with my friend Lisa and all that kind of stuff, there's a problem every day. It's not like there's ever a day where nothing happened. I mean, that's rare. Right?
Totally.
So it's kind of, just dealing with that, I would say. Just like, I know, there's another problem, you know.
And it's the same for everyone who works here. Like, they're all amazing at just when something comes up, just finding the solution, which is the best thing we can do. And then on reflection, we can look back and try and make sure it doesn't happen again. But when it arises, the worst thing you can do is get fixated on it and angry about it. And we've all done it, but I try not to. Yeah,
that's a good one. That is definitely a good one, because I do think also, you know, thinking in problems is something that you have to get out of your system. Too many people do it.
Thinking in problems. That's exactly it.
And thinking in solution is the way to go. But I think it's a hard skill to have or to learn or to adapt. So
and I'm far away from perfecting it.
Getting there every day.
Getting
there every day. And if you, one of my last questions, like, if you think about your personal vision for Willicroft, like, where do you see it go beyond Amsterdam, and like, or is it already beyond Amsterdam, or what?
So we're now
vision?
we are now on shelf in the UK and
cool.
Belgium, and we are about to be in Germany as well. So we definitely want to make this a wider operation, but I think we have to do it the right way. So thankfully we've spent much of the last 2 years really putting really good foundations in place. So we've looked into our packaging in a lot of detail. We've got all of our LCAs coming out for all of our products, so we know where we need to improve. We've cross-compared our nutritionals to dairy cheeses. So we've done a lot of our homework, and we will keep doing that homework because it's not done at all. It's just we've started it. I think no one, in my eyes, is doing cheese to the level that I would like to see it, plant-based cheese. And I think every space needs improvement at the moment from how it's being done currently. So we definitely have big ambitions. We don't necessarily want to be the biggest producer of plant-based cheese, but we want to be the biggest, most responsible producer.
Exactly.
Kind of like the Patagonia, but for cheese. Like that's a company I look up with, and I would be comfortable with doing things to their level if we were doing things to their responsibility. Absolutely. So ethics being a very big part of it's not everything you're doing. For sure. Like I was saying earlier, I think if we don't have the solution to improving something long term. Like if we are causing harm indefinitely, we will hold back and we'll wait till we find the best option. If it's for a brief period where we know we could find a better, or we know where we could have a better option, these are growing pains that you have to go through, and perfection, unfortunately, is just not the reality we're looking at. And I think it's important just to get over the hurdle. But yeah, it's that kind of balancing out.
Yeah, that's really good. It's a really good way of looking at it. I hope all the best for you and Willicroft. I think it's really nice, and everybody who is listening. So if you are in other places in Europe, you can buy from the website or something for anybody who's what you were just mentioning.
So the Willicroft online store is only available in Belgium, Germany, and obviously here in the Netherlands. At the moment, we are going to open that up a bit wider after delivery gets back to normal. Also, the summer it's a nightmare to deliver stuff.
Of course, because of issues. Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, we're going to be in most Northern European countries, I think, over the next year. So,
nice.
Yeah, we'll have some kind of presence in most Northern European places by then. Well, that's good. That's good. So everybody can just check out your Instagram. I'll put it all in the notes. Is there anything that I forgot to ask you, or that you really wanted to come across, or is there anything that I didn't mention that you wanted to mention? No, I think we've covered most bases.
A couple of other things, right?
Yeah.
One thing that I was wondering, like, what is your day-to-day, like, because your role, does your role change still all the time, or like, what is your, because I see you on the bug feeds, and then, you know, you have your overall view as well, I would say, and like what...
I mean, we're still a startup, so I think we will have to muck in where it needs to be, and I think it's important to still do some of the more day-to-day stuff from time to time, because otherwise you might not spot how something can be improved. Like I do like to see every part of the process at some point each month. Just to know how it's going.
That's a really good point, because I think a lot of people in your position or even in a management position don't do that, and they just kind of sit from there, not seeing what's really going on there. And
I think it's a personality thing. I mean, I like to see all of those things, not to like control it or something, but just because I think I can give good perspective, because I can see the whole funnel. But my role mainly is, I think, to set the vision of the company, to keep the pace. Sometimes I push it too fast, but I think that's just my nature. And thankfully we've got people who can keep the company in check as well. But also I did a little bit of sales, and I'm quite involved in the impact side, and just to tell a story. I love telling stories. Well, that's good. It works out well with the podcast, that you like to tell stories. Indeed.
Well, that's cool. So you really are kind of, you know, it's very broad, all the things that you do.
I'm literally jack of all trades, master of none. So if I just did one thing, I'd go insane, and probably wouldn't be fully useful at it. So I need to be doing a little bit of everything.
Super cool. Well, go and meet Brad. He's either like cycling around on his bug feeds, or you see him in the shop, or whatever you're doing. And also check out the Instagram, your website, all that stuff. And I want to thank you guys so much for listening, all the way from Amsterdam, this cute little garden over here, with Brad from Willicroft. And you know what to do. Be good to yourself. Be good to others, especially the animals. Bye.